Yo, what's up guys, welcome back. So new True Draco support, True King support basically. Three new cards. The first one is the best one being the continuous spell. It's a new continuous spell, you know, it's which works really well with the True Draco approach, tributing, get rid of a continuous spell to get a bigger True Draco monster on field and go from there. Basically upon activation this one, Draco standoff, it searches one of your True King or True Draco monsters, so fantastic. Instant 30 off, you can only use it once per turn. And I guess the downside is the card itself is not a true Draco card, so you know it can't be recycled for whatever reason. It's not like the archetype is that strong. This one, Paradox, is a new regular true Draco monster, but I feel it's super underwhelming. I don't feel a reason to run it at all. You have the capability to special summon it, pop something, special summon it from the hand. You could give the card to your opponent, and then what is it? Whenever it's like summoned, you banish the top 4 cards of your deck, or if you special summon it to your opponent's field, they banish the top 4 cards. I feel the only reason to play it is to trigger your own True Draco stuff. So give your opponent a monster and that triggers, they're forced to banish the top 4 cards and that triggers your True Draco stuff. Like only one search, right? But again, it feels underwhelming. It forces you to special summon, so it doesn't work really well with Card of Demise, with Pot of Duality. And, those are, I feel for now, much better. Rather than playing this new monster, and also a new masterpiece, which basically a monster effect negation, but it needs 3 cards to tribute. Also, the gimmick is that this new masterpiece also, whenever it's like destroyed, your opponent skips their next main phase. But the problem is it's not stating main phase 1. So let's say if your opponent attacks over it, they'll just skip their main phase 2. Again, a bit underwhelming, but it's a monster effect negation. You could run it, maybe as a one-off. But regular masterpiece I feel is just better, more flexible as well. Anyway, so the deck is still Floodgate deck. Looking at Erupt as probably the best Floodgate for this deck. That's why I dropped Pantheism at first, the small Monarch package. But I feel it's still fantastic for this deck. It doesn't, not alone it searches your Erupt, right? Because Erupt at 3, but Pantheism can recycle those cards. It's basically an extra searcher, gives you 2 draws, forces out hand traps, and so on. You could run Domain, Terraforming Domain, the one of Diagram. So by adding 1 Domain, you can run the Terraforming, right? So what else? Stormfort gets rid of stronger bosses, plus can tribute summon during their turn, right? With the traps, as you know, it's not like this is a new strategy. At 1 return, return searches Ignis, which has the same Monarch stats. Floodgate deck, go for Erupt again, sit on Erupt. This definitely should be negated because the exit Rizal isn't out for, Domain or Erupt. They will just send Aggregator, right? So we can't let them search Bonfire, or search with Bonfire. If they already have exit, then it's fine though. Nothing to negate that on, at least prevent the Aggregator from triggering. So all 3 True Dracos on field, go for Masterpiece as well. Get rid of Maiden, I think, yeah, pop something, this should be more than enough now. Get a couple of searches, talents, I guess with talents, with, the level 3 engine. Yeah, you know which one I mean. Summon one and then special summon the other one to your opponent's field. And then, that triggers thrust or talents. So that kind of work is the same way. You could be gimmicky and main deck more thrust to give your opponent a new True Draco monster, use the effect. And then thrust, yeah, maybe. I don't think so. So anyway, going second doesn't really change that much, with this new support for the deck. The deck still wants to go first, obviously, because of the Floodgates. And nowadays with Mitsurugi, with Malice pumping out so many big bosses, plus they're making so many hand traps. Speaking of hand traps, I guess that's another advantage of this kind of deck, running anti-meta, is stuff like Null Charmy is dead, Nibiru dead, against and there's more more hand traps that are kind of useless against True Draco. So that's, I guess, another advantage. It is what it is. So this is cool. I mean, we're forced to discard. We discard Pantheism, which gets ashed hand trap number 1. But, I mean, with Stormfort we were able to get rid of the Detonator, right? Detonator against this deck is MVP. We get trolled as well. I mean, it's whatever, right? So many hand traps. Plus the cross giving them, what is it, a couple of draws as well. Did it give them 1 draw in the opening draw? I don't think so. So I think we have to negate here. Kind of hope that there are no extenders, especially with those, what is it, with the big Mitsurugi Ritual on field. It will block Extraisal from searching, so I mean, I think this was fine. They can chain block though. If it wasn't for the chain block, we could have, oh, no, the True Draco only hits, the new one, the new Masterpiece only hits on field and hand if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, small downside. You know, why? Just make it negate the monster effect. Anyway, so this field doesn't really seem threatening, but you know, a True Draco. If this wasn't carded, I mean, even with carded device, they will just negate it, right? So the game is pretty much over. They'll get another level 4 on field up, and that's Duo Drive, which should probably get banned, I don't know. Far too generic, right? To get on the, or yeah, set off the potential, or the whole Horizon package. I mean, we've seen enough Horizon. So Detonator hits the field, and that's more than enough. We have, what is it? Return, yeah, not Apocalypse, but Return, potentially reborning something, but you know, here, what I was talking about, like the new Masterpiece being destroyed, they'll just skip main phase 2. They're forced to skip main phase 2. That's not that strong. Card of the Mice should, for this deck, probably come back to 3. Is it at 3 in the OCG? I know they have 3 diagram, right? But I don't think, nah, probably not. No way they have 3 Card of the Mice, I don't think so. So let's see. Ooh, we can erupt again because we searched it, right? Problem here is Kirin. Kirin isn't out. So they can, you know, crash with Kirin if they have another Fire King, get rid of the erupt this way. But at this point we already have a lot of advantage. The key moment here is not getting OT Gate. We still have Masterpiece, so the one-off Masterpiece is also a tool that helps out with more interruptions during their turn. So let's see, we get rid of the Continuous Spell, Poplar as well. Sure, they can put it in the spell and trap card, so here's what I was talking about. But I mean, they need the another True King monster. Potential Garanix could have been iffy, but that wasn't the case. So Garanix here, OG Garanix in defense, and that's not enough. You know, we're just able to, you know, draw a couple of cards, and we should be able to attack for game, right? Eventually. Then basically the feel here with Insectors, you're punishing your opponent from activating cards because they're activating cards. So let's see, go for the new Masterpiece, which is fine-ish, but again, I'm not so sure, like, are you really running the new Masterpiece? Probably not. Probably a regular Masterpiece is fine as a one-off. It's at 1 for us TCG players, but it could come back to 3. Anyway, Malice, last one. I thought I was in a good position, you'll see, so we get balanced. But we can tribute summon during their turn, with Stormfort. And we're able to get rid of both back row. The problem is their hand is kind of stacked. Talents. Get rid of both, you know, traps, both back row that is. We know one of them being the trap. Get rid of the other one, which is also a trap, powerful trap. But they have Gold Sark as well, and I think Druid's Worm as well. I mean, Druid's Worm doesn't really do that much, but it's basically another extender. An early Splash Mage? I think for, what is it? Okay, Red Ransom. For Field Spell for Hair probably. Okay, that also makes sense. But the problem now is here I'm a Sitting Duck. You can still use the Apocalypse, but I cannot chain because of Access Code. Or 2 Access Code. So the problem here is, again, you know, as soon as your opponent is able to deal with your field, for True Draco, it's very hard to come back after that, unless you top deck, I guess, Card of the Mice. That's the only card that could get you back in the game. Drawing a Floodgate, drawing a monster, I don't know, maybe. So this is basically game over. So the new support is okay-ish for True Draco, for True King. The Continuous Spell is a 3 off, that's the best one. The monster, I'm not so sure. What is it, level 6? The special summon, well, because it conflicts with the deck. Do you really want to special summon? The effect is not that great as well. It's awkward. It feels awkward. And the new Masterpiece is okay-ish. You could main deck 1. Monster effect negation. The skip main phase is awkward as well. Would have been much better if it said skip mate this one. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave me sign out. Peace.